Being a people pleaser is one of the worst things you can do, especially in a relationship. And the reason it's so bad is a person that's people pleasing winds up being abused most by the people that they're trying to please. Why? Because you wind up giving everything of yourself to these people or to this person you're in a relationship with. You make it your job, your mission to make sure they're happy, all smiles on their faces at your own detriment, to where you don't put back into your own pot, to where these people that you are serving are now becoming a hindrance to you and your well-being, either mentally, physically, or emotionally, or oftentimes all three. That personal care day you were going to do for yourself, that slid to the background, right? That goal you were going to work on and start putting steps towards as you keep on back burning because you got to help so-and-so with their thing first, or you got to help your partner with their thing they're working on before you get to your thing. And where there's nothing wrong with putting someone else first, sometimes it becomes an issue when it's out of balance, to where you're always or consistently putting others or your partner ahead of you and your own well-being. And no matter how bad your situation is and your circumstance and the things you require to be the best you keep on putting them ahead. Oh, I'll be okay. They need me more right now. That's what you do for the people you care for. That's what you do whenever you're trying to be loving to people or to your partner. But what about you? Aren't you a person that needs that same love, needs that support? Don't you deserve to fill your glass up the way you're trying to help these other people fill theirs up, or your partner, right? When is it your turn to shine? When is it unwaveringly your time to actually build your situation up? Pour all those gifts that you have into you the way you do for your partner or the people around you. When you don't do this, in reality, that abuse you're getting from the people you're helping, you're serving, is self-inflicted by yourself. You're abusing what you need to be a full individual that can serve from a full glass. Your very efforts of people please to the degree that you do actually is failing in its attempt to be all you can be for those around you or your partner, because you're pouring from a half full glass because you're not filling yours up first to be able to give more of you from a healthier space. And all in the process, you're actually weakening your partner, because now they're becoming more dependent on that help. If they're allowing this to happen, right? There's an imbalance in the relationship now. And if they continue on with this pattern that they're allowing you to do with people pleasing them all the time, then now their ability to stand on their own in some of these different areas becomes less and less. It becomes weakened. And you start to create a codependency type of relationship, to where they need you to get some things done because they're not flexing that muscle on their own. And you need them to feel a sense of like you're doing enough, like you're being a good person, like you're being a love-worthy person. Sometimes doing what makes people or your partner please is not actually what's good for them. It may feel good that you did something that put a smile on their face, but that smile on their face isn't always there for reasons that will serve them. You should always be doing what serves them, because if it serves them, it ultimately serves you. Meaning, is whatever you're doing helpful to them? Is it positive? Is it loving? Does it feed their spirit? Does it build them up? And if you are doing things to try to people please all the time for your partner, you can't be doing something that builds them up, because you have to be able to check a yes across all 5 of those. If you can't say it does all of them collectively, it's helpful, it's positive, loving, feeds the spirit, builds them up. If you can't say yes to all of them, it's not serving them. It's hurting them ultimately in some way, right? Because you're not letting them build a muscle for themselves. That's weakening them, which is not actually good for them, no matter how many smiles they have on their face through however many days. So if you really love the people you're here to people please, or your partner, then prove it by loving yourself enough to put yourself first enough so you can be the best you to serve them from a better position. Because ultimately, people pleasing at your own expense is the biggest failure that you can have towards actually loving on the people you care for. Let's get it.